It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Street. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. They're going to the air on the first play. That's caught. It's Watkins. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. First down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Ball handed to the running back. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. On the move now. Hit as he released it. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Deep shot toward the end zone. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Oh, and another incompletion.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Oh, and he knocks it right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Start this playoff game with a pass. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In their first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick throw to the left side. Catch made, a lot of space now. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First and 10 play coming up. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Pass caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
The Hoosiers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Takes the grab. It's Isaac. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have the sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
It's 3rd and short here in the playoff in the 10th play of this drive. They'll try to run for the first down. Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. Fourth down coming up.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. 4th down, he's throwing for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up for the 1st and goal from the 8.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
And the Hoosiers hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down. Arizona has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Hoosiers. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Screen to the wide receiver. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
They'll give it to the back. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
1st down here for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
So the misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Has the 1st down and more. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Arizona. Way too much speed in that play.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
The PAT makes it 10-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And the runner takes off to his right. Got the first down and still motoring. He's found some room at the 45. They get into the ground, but an explosive running play there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. Where teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The game makes it second and medium. Now they run the draw play. Running with purpose. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a third and short. How aggressive will they play it? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made quickly at the 9, but now it's first and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's an out route, the catch made. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Offense facing second and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Takes the ground, a chance to score. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
And it's a wildcat look here to try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Pitch play to the back. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
Man, that is a great example of the option. Pitch it out perfectly. They completely caught the defense off balance down near the goal line, and it translates into a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Arizona offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a receiver. With the catch, it's Watkins. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Crucial third down play right here. They It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. An important third down attempt for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking deep down the left side. The pass is intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. First down. We're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Crowd near the sticks. It's Bishop. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Hoosiers will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Grab down the middle. It's Bishop. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Bishop. Tackle made after a big gain.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinators calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And there's the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Well, they trap him for a sack. The offense will now quickly spend the timeout.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And that one's straight down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Bringing it out, it's Watkins. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. They start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. A deep Jump shot to the right. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Offense ready to start this drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And they hand it off to the back. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Picks up the first, looking for more. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. A short completion to the tight end. They finally saw him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's going to take off. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for a touchdown himself.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion of what can really hurt you as a defense.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Here's the handoff. And that one produces a decent gain. Sets the formation. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. The receiver grabs it. They convert on third down now. Sets up first and goal from the 9.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about four-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on third down. Passing game is still on fire. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Arizona, 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Wide open downfield. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. He's got it on a crossing route. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Eludes a tackle. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, Chris, you don't see this very often. Third down in inches, and they decided to throw the football. I mean, they had inches to go, but instead, they throw the ball. And it cost them some big yards, and now it's fourth down.
That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. He's going to hand this off. Running through the tackle. They'll tackle him at the 27.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through it.
They're going to run it here. He gets loose. Breaks into the clear. Across the 40. At the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers. This offense really clicking.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Arizona, 17.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. And a very quick throw.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary. Tried to force it in there. And it doesn't work out.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to go up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his 2nd pick today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He finds his man. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Make some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Quick throw to the left. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
He finds some space. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, a questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
And the Hoosiers bring their punt team onto the field. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Really good job here showing discipline by this defense. Seeing that corner route did exactly what they needed to do to be in position to make that an incompletion.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Using his legs on the scramble. He gets the first and still going. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on them, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And now the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. Sets up a 3rd down play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up 1st down at the 33. This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And we're going to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab, and he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down. Arizona now operating in the red zone. Trying the run, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Wildcats. This offense is still clicking. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can just see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they whoop to the pressure?
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. Do you think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest?
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? First down and 10. Leaning on the run game here late. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. And the wideout goes in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
What a job by this receiver to bring in this pass along the sideline, and a good job of getting the toes down, but not a great job by the quarterback to leave him short of the line to gain. Now we got a 4th and short.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. Their last chance here. The pass ball's incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
I mean, I hate to second guess here, but why in the world with this lead wouldn't you just punt the ball away and allow your defense to ice this football game? This now gives this offense great field position and a chance to really take advantage of it.
Playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. Wow, a third hit tonight by the QB.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Short pass finds the tight end. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation